Hi, it's Bernard Nomberg with the Nomberg Law Firm. Wanted to explain or talk about how workers' compensation cases are resolved or settled. There are several different ways that a workers' compensation claim can be settled or brought to a finality. First and foremost, you can file a lawsuit, try your case in court, have a judge issue an order, and that's one way to have the case resolved. Litigation, though, can be stressful, it can be expensive, it can be time-consuming and unpredictable. Another way that a case can be resolved is through mediation. And mediation is a voluntary process where the parties come together and they work out a deal between themselves with a third party, neutral third party that brings the parties together and works out a deal. And typically, our experience is those can be resolved in just a couple of hours in a given day. So what happens after that? Well, at that mediation you sign paperwork, and then depending on who the mediator is, that could be the finality of it. If it's a state ombudsman, an ombudsman is also a mediator. He or she is hired by the Department of Labor, which oversees the Alabama workers' comp laws and acts, etc. They have, in this limited circumstance, the same authority as a judge in a court has to write up and bring resolution or finality to workers' compensation claims. If you've hired a private mediator, most of the time you still have to go in front of either the ombudsman to write up the final paperwork, or you go in front of a circuit court judge to have a hearing to have it finished, and that's called a a best interests hearing with the judge. If it's with an ombudsman, it is called a benefits review conference, and those are very informal. They usually take 10, maybe 15 minutes to write up the paperwork. With the ombudsman, it's usually done at a lawyer's office. It's low key, you're not in court, you're not testifying, but it does bring finality as if you were going to court in front of a judge. It has the same effect. Typically, when you have what we call BRCs, and we do several of these a month, usually at least once or twice, almost every week actually, we'll have several in one given day because you can do them back to back to back with the ombudsman. It's informal, it's low key, it's low stress compared to a trial or testifying, etc. If you have questions or concerns about how benefit review conferences or best interest hearings or how workers' comp cases get settled, resolved, and brought to finality, please give us a call at the Nomberg Law Firm. 205-930-6900 is our office number. Our website is nomberglaw.com, and you can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks.